muted. I gotta unmute it. There we go.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kel from Handlebars and Cigars. You can follow me on both Instagram and on YouTube at Handlebars and Cigars. And to my right, we have
Will Hart from the world famous
we
Cigarage.
It's been a minute before we got that doggone like you taking a dump. We're
Famous.
Cigarage, you pinched the turtle on that last one. Oh. So what happened? We got something going on?
Hold on. Let's bring up the chat. Oops, wrong one. There we go.
All right. Once again, we got a great show. I know I say that shit every week, but I mean it every goddamn week. We got a great show in store today. And before we get started, we're going to go ahead and do what we always do. We're going to go around the room and ask everybody what you're smoking and what you're drinking. Starting with my man Kev on the ones and twos. I'm going to take a stab at this. All right? It rhymes with neither, mine. But go ahead, Kev. What you got? Liga Provider. We'll start calling. Great Crystal Light, and we're going to call him Liga Kev in the house. We got Basement Jack. What you got, baby?
You want to try that again? All right.
Nice.
Famous.
There you go. That turtle again.
And I'm drinking saliva.
Saliva. Not a Kirkland water? All right, Bobby, what you got?
I have a Liga 52.
Liga 52.
And the Glenlivet 14.
Glenlivet 14. JJ.
I got a Rocky Patel Black Swan and some Baker Mart.
How's that Black Swan? Because I've seen it a lot on Cigar Page.
I think I got like 2 or 3 for free, so it's not bad.
Okay. All right. Ted, you know free is me.
New World and that 14.
Okay, New World. What? Okay, the new AJ?
Yeah, AJ.
All right, Jim, what you got, baby?
I got an Oliva 5.
All right.
Oliva V.
Oliva V. Oliva V.
And
Also known as the
I
5.
have 5 vintage of Dr. Pepper.
Hey, I drink Dr. Pepper, don't you know? I'm part of the original show. All right, what we got? Timu.
Hey,
Timu.
what movie did that guy star in? Who was in that commercial? Okay, what's his name?
Jesus Christ Superstar.
No, American Werewolf. You got it.
Really?
Yes. David Norton. Yes.
Oh!
Jack's got it. Get the gold star, man.
Nice. Timu Will, what you got?
Rocky Patel, which is actually pretty good.
Nice.
Had a bad experience with Rocky Patel.
Good.
And then drinking the Maker's Mark.
Nice.
Very nice.
When we go, you want to go?
I forgot what I had.
Oh,
No. I'm sorry.
Here we
the
go.
punch echo. I'm still working on this.
He just lit it up like 2 seconds ago, but go ahead.
Yeah, two seconds ago. I don't think
I
so.
forgot what I'm smoking.
Damn.
Go ahead, bro.
And I had something earlier, but I switched to the last of the TX because I'm tired of seeing that big bottle with just a drop.
Nice.
What did you have earlier?
I don't remember. It was something really good. But go ahead. What you got, Kel?
All right, so I'm doing the Notania, and I switched it up. I'm drinking a Belvini 12.
You just poured it a second ago.
Oh, wait a second.
Is that Bellini tea?
The triple was a triple cast. The triple.
There you go.
There you go. Before that, I had the Glenlivet 14.
Can we say that again all together?
Okay. Belvini 12-year triple cast.
It's actually it's a 15-year. Why is it 15 years?
Because I had it in my bar for about 3 years.
It doesn't age more, bro.
It was a toss up between that or the Monkey Shoulder and Belvini 1.
Hold up.
right,
Let's go back. We got Dirty Biker said, "Go Tigers."
Boo!
Shot Proof said, "What up, everyone?" Right?
Go me on this.
And he said he's having the Arturo Fuente Don Carlos personal reserve with the Russell's Reserve single barrel tonight.
Solid.
Shockproof?
Yeah, that's shock proof.
Okay.
Reem says the Boston Brawler.
Oh, Lord.
Dirty Biker came back with smoking a newly released Tatawahe The Mummy Redo 5 and drinking Early Times Bottled and Bond Black Cat.
Oh, yeah. The early times is good.
Ken said, yo, yo.
What up? What up?
Reem said, what's up, Rod Pullerman, Douglas Schroed, Tony Ecstasy Reyes, and Corey. And as you would normally say, truck seller.
Yeah. What up, truck seller?
He
Truck
said,
seller.
hey guys, y'all couldn't get over tonight or get on. I'll be there next week. Cheer Wine Zero and Arturo Fuente Reserva Don Carlos. Tony said, what up, everybody?
And Tony's coming in from his hospital bed too.
Yeah.
Who?
Tony.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is everything all right?
Well, we'll let Tony tell it.
Okay.
That Dirty Biker Black Cap, that's a Dusty. You've had that bottle for some time. I haven't seen a Black Cap in a year or longer. I have 14 more bottles in reserve in the cellar, says Dirty Biker.
Damn.
All right.
So who we got online?
Well, we got Douglas. We got to get to Douglas to let us
Okay.
know what he's smoking and sipping on. Go ahead, Dougie.
Evening, gentlemen. So tonight I went in the back of the Humi and got a My Father La Bijou.
La Bijou.
Is that the Guardian cigar? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's going to be the one that Detroit. Anyhow, so and I'm going to have to because I just finished a bottle.
Oh, here you go.
Oh.
There you go.
I just finished a bottle. I got the last pour out of the bottle that I had, so stopped on the way home from work tonight and picked up another bottle of the Midnight Cask because it's too good. It's just too good.
Because the cigar cask wasn't around, was it?
Well, it's around in my basement. It's just not around.
Oh, it's around in your basement.
Yeah, it's just not around. No, you can't. Yeah, no.
Gotcha. Yeah. Later, truck seller Ben.
All right. So look, we got some of that out. Hopefully, everybody had a good week. I mean, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah. Watch UFC.
Mm-hmm.
And I think UFC is on at 4:00 this Saturday. So
Why, they're somewhere
be here.
out of the country?
Yeah, probably Paris or
Dubai or
something.
some shit?
Who knows?
Was that the fight with the bloodbath?
It might be. I have no idea. Hold on. Let me add Rod to the screen. Rod,
you 2 for 2, baby. You on fire. You hotter than fish grease right now.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Rod, let me get an OMB and a croaker sandwich.
Yeah, you get that. You sleep good tonight. You'll sleep good tonight.
Huh?
I said you get that. You'll sleep good tonight.
Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh.
Dirty Biker.
Bike update. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead.
After putting in a Baker 7 speed in my Road Glide in July, the oil pump failed and blew my motor. I picked up my bike with a new SNS 124 on Saturday.
Wow. Well, Dirty Biker, you're going to be in store. You're going to get blown away on the guests we have coming here tonight on the show. As a matter of fact, do you want to go ahead and
get the hell out of your face?
Word. Not yet. So look, we got coming to the stage, coming to the studio, coming to the table. We got my man Jim and his social media. You can follow him on
you
Instagram.
See it up here. You see it up here.
And on YouTube.
You know what?
At J Street
Before
Motors.
I bounce, let me put up that QR code. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
So we had the pleasure of meeting Jim over at one of the bike nights that we went live over at Max Speedway. And now Jim he's definitely embedded in the biker community. Being a former veteran himself with the Navy, thank you for the service. He been riding for approximately about 10 years with over 100,000 miles.
1,000.
in the seat. This guy went from you name it, he probably rode to it.
Yeah, I've been there.
Been there, done that.
Bam.
We're gonna get to that in a minute.
So without further ado, let's give a Cigarage round of applause and welcome to my man Jim. Come on down, Jim.
Go for it. Thank you.
All right. So, like I said earlier, this gentleman here is local to the Charlotte area. His YouTube page has almost about 3,000 subscribers.
Getting close.
Getting close to 3,000. I'm still on 4, but that's another story for another day. I gotta step my game up. I told you guys to like, follow, and subscribe. Tell a phone, tell a friend, god dag on it. But anyway, he's been doing everything and anything pertaining to motorcycles. And like I said, when we first met and started talking and whatnot, I was blown away on some of the things that you've done on the bike. So I want to start you off with a softball question.
Yep.
And then some of the guys will jump in. Please shoot your comments on here that you have any questions for Jim. I know you said you've been riding for about 10 years and about 100,000 miles.
Been on Harleys for 10 years.
Harleys, okay. What was your longest trip? One time.
The second time I rode from here to California and back. That was 7,080 miles in 12 and a half days.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Made a big loop of the U.S.
And then he rode to China.
No.
Wow. Wow.
That's by far the single longest ride.
Where'd you go to California?
We went from here and ended up meeting our wives in Napa Valley. They flew out and met us. We spent a weekend with them, and then we got on the bikes and headed back.
Did you go to French Laundry for dinner?
No, we did not.
Place almost the country to eat French food.
Yeah. I'll hit it when I go back. Because I'm going to do it again. I've done it twice, but I'm going to do it again.
All right, so tell me, what actually goes into something like that from a planning perspective?
You want to know how we plan? You want to know how I plan it, or do you want to know how it should be planned? So when I say we, I do all these. I've done every single trip that I've taken, even when it wasn't, when I didn't consider it. What I consider now is not long distance. Because the first trip I ever took was from here to Bluffton, South Carolina. And we did it over a weekend, down and back. Mm-hmm. That mileage we do in a day now. So it's like, I considered that a trip, right? Okay. But it wasn't. Every trip I've ever taken, my best friend's been with me. His name's David. He's an old Matthews police officer, retired.
Shout out to
He's
David.
a retired former captain. Mm-hmm. And
it's good to know when I'm driving.
Yeah, I know, right? And so David and I have done every trip together. And then the second time we went to California, Juan, who I've known since 1988. Juan was my best man. We're fraternity brothers. He finally had a bike that he could make that trip the second time we went to California. And he had trip envy when David and I got back. He was mad. But he took the second trip with us. So how we plan it is we kind of lay out specific things that we want to see or do. Okay. Specific roads we want to ride, that kind of thing. And then we plan our route in order to be able to get to those roads or to be able to get to that area.
Tony.
What's up, Tony? What's up, Tony?
Can you guys hear me?
I see you got a new name, Tony Kneecaps.
Yeah.
So you had knee replacement?
Nah. I kind of like took a pretty stupid spill.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was going down my basement steps and I slipped. And when I landed at the bottom, my left knee was in front of my face.
Oh fuck.
And it was in the shape of a square. It was no longer round with a kneecap. The kneecap was no longer there. So make a long story short, I stood up and thought I could walk again, and I fell again. And I think that's when I messed up my other kneecap. So both of my legs are immobilized at this moment. And I'm looking at about 3 to 6 weeks of rehab. Had surgery yesterday.
Oh, okay. Shit. All right, well, look, feel better, brother. Hang in there, bro. Yeah,
so, get better.
Needless to say, I ain't smoking or drinking shit right now.
Yeah. How's the yellow? Hey, it'll be
I had some good oxy though.
I was about to say he ain't drinking nothing, but he's either on a good drip or on some good meds, and it doesn't mind the Jello.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. I would have been up to dial into the show right about now.
Oh man, I gotta see you guys, man. Come on, the highlight of my week.
I tell you, boy, you get the Trooper of the Week award, man.
No doubt.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That ain't for sure, bro.
And he's coming all the way from New York.
Hey, how hot
Nice.
is the nurse?
Yeah,
Huh?
so,
How hot's the nurse?
so I gotta figure out how am I gonna do it from the rehab place. They gotta have a place where I can like maybe go down in a wheelchair or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told 5 packs this afternoon when I was texting with them. I says, "You got to get the boys to smuggle you in a flask."
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And what did you respond, T? Yeah,
You gotta
filled
fill it
with
with
the cigars.
fill it with cigar cask.
Uh, so real fast, we got Jim here. I don't know if you was here for an introduction, but he's one of them serious motorcycle riders. He was telling a little bit about one of his journeys from North Carolina all the way out to California and how he went about planning that. But before we continue on with that, Dirty Biker, who's actually from Michigan, he said, "Dang, he did 7,000 miles." He said he rode from Michigan to Seattle and back about
Nice.
6 years ago.
That's a
About
good ride, brother. That's a really good ride.
5,400 miles. So go ahead with the planning thing again.
So basically, when we do these trips, our wives are going to meet us halfway, right? They fly out and meet us at wherever we're stopping and getting ready to turn back. So Napa Valley is where they flew into. And what we do is we know the day we have to be there, and we know the day we're starting. We don't make reservations for hotels. We don't do shit. We get on the road. We plan. Like last California, we went from here to St. Louis, Missouri in one day and spent the night. And then we planned on going from there to the next like big stop. And if weather or if we're not feeling up to it or whatever changes what we're doing, we just stop wherever we end up stopping and spend the night.
How many hours did you drive?
Depends, but on a trip like that 7,000 mile California trip, we were in the saddle about 12 and a half hours a day. And we were on the road. Now in the saddle just means I'm riding the bike.
Right. Mm-hmm.
On the road means I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet. We were on the road for about 14 and a half hours each day, every day. Yep.
Was the ride sponsored by Preparation H?
No, they weren't. They were not. But we did for both California trips. We decided that we were gonna that it was going to be challenging enough that we might need a little motivation to ride every day. So we picked two charities to do. The first time we went to California, we did MS. And we did just me and David. We were putting out on Facebook 3 or 4 times a day. Go to this. We had a fun, like a do it yourself at the charity.
Mm-hmm.
We raised the first time we went to California, we raised $11,000 for MS. Without that doesn't count the matching gifts because like the company a lot of the people that donated, their companies matched. It doesn't come directly to ours, so I couldn't see it. But for sure, we raised $11,000. And then the second time we did it, we were raising money for Susan G. Komen, breast cancer, and raised right at about 10.5 for that. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, that was cool. It was cool that we did that, But yeah, it's I see dumb knee story.
Yeah. He said he was coming back from lunch at work and stepped out of his work truck and bang, 2 meniscus tears later. God,
Shit.
Lee. And yes, get well soon, Tony. That's from Shockproof.
Sucks getting old.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, planning is more a thing of we kind of know general areas we want to go to, general roads we want to ride, and then we figure out how we're going to go from point A to point B.
Okay.
Now, when we went to Canada the first time, that required a little more planning.
Yes.
Because you got to know where I want to cross the border, where I'm crossing it on the way home. We actually booked when we went to Canada. We were specifically going there, kind of like we did Sturgis. When we went to Sturgis, we went from here to Sturgis as fast as we could get there, and we got to Sturgis from here in 2.5 days. So we did 750 in like 450.
Yeah. What Harley do you ride these long trips on?
So all of these trips, the ones I'm talking, the two California, Sturgis, Key West, Canada. One, the first time we went, the only time I've been to Canada, and the 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. All those trips were done on a 2018 Road King special.
No fairing.
For the first California trip, for Sturgis, for Key West, no, not even a windshield. And then I finally got smart and put a little fairing and a windshield on it and did California 2 with that and did my iron butt with that and did Canada with that. Now I got a road glide and it's cheating.
Oh, it's
I'm serious.
that road glide you got is sick.
I had to go up to, I'm from Virginia, and I had to go up there shortly after I tore the motor apart and I road glide and put a cam in it. I just got it back from the tuner, and within a week, my mom's like, you need to come up here to Hampton and sign some papers. So I'm like, all right, it'll be a good test for the bike. So I threw a leg over the motorcycle and took off. It was about a 750-mile day because I went up, signed papers, turned around, and came back home. And when I got home, my wife's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I could go do another 700 miles. That bike is cheating.
Wow.
There's no wind on you. It's a car. It's sort of like a car. It really is. It's cheating. What Harley do you? Oh, that's what Dirty Biker asked. There you go. So I love the Road King. I really did. Harley had to make that new 24 Road Glide for me to get off the Road King because that bike is just a whole nother animal. Wow. But yeah, and now right now I'm in the beginning planning stages of what I'm going to do for 5 weeks next year when I take sabbatical. And so I'm like, my wife's like, what are you doing? I said, well, I've still got a month of vacation that we can use together. I'm taking 5 weeks climbing on the bike and just disappearing. I'm going to disappear for 5 weeks. I don't know where the hell I'll end up.
What's the big difference between what you got now to what you had?
Biggest difference,
The biggest difference.
wind protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the big, massive fairing on that thing, when I'm riding that at 80, 90 or more, the wind's like just barely clipping my shoulder and just barely clipping the top of my head. On my Road King, it was beating me in the chest and in the face the whole time. So you're like just getting the shit kicked out of you for hours.
It's like taking a dump for 12 hours.
Yeah.
You're straining.
But never bothered me. The seated on it, legs, none of that stuff really ever bothered me. It was always it was the fatigue you get from the wind and the wind noise. And it's like, you get where you're going, you take your helmet off, you can't hear for fucking an hour.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Damn.
Does your wife ever ride in a sidecar?
No, my wife rides the back. She's good for, going to brunch on a Saturday. She'll get on the back. She's good on the back for about an hour. And then she wants to get off and stretch her legs. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't sit on the back of that bike for more than an hour at a time. She'll get off and then she gets back on and rides back home. She enjoys it, but she doesn't enjoy it the way I enjoy it.
Gotcha.
We have considered the idea of her, and I think she's watching this. She asked me to send her the link. So if you're watching it, you should comment and say hi. I know she's doing work right now.
Hi, wife.
But
your husband enjoys being on his back.
Hi, Mrs. J Street Moto.
We have considered her like driving a chase car.
Oh.
And then I go somewhere, she follows behind me, and then when we get where we're going, we kind of scoot around and stuff. Yeah.
Jim, I got a question for you.
Sure.
You ever have a close call? What's the wildest thing you've ever happened to you while
Shit. All right. Well, do you want the wildest or the close call?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So
radio. I want both.
So probably there's two really close calls. One of them, a car turned right out in front of me, turned left in front of me while I was cruising down the road at about 50. Part of it was my fault, and I talk about this shit on the channel. I'm not going to sit here and say a fucking driver didn't see me, I hate them, blah blah blah. If I'm doing 50 in a 35, that driver can't tell how fast I'm closing distance. They think a car back there doing the speed limit, they got time to turn.
Okay.
I can't blame them for turning in front of me. I'm showing my ass a little bit. Had one turn right in front of me and had to. Luckily, there was an opening that I could swerve around them and go around the back end of them. So, oh yeah, there you go. And so that was one. The second one, we were in we were coming back. I can't remember whether it was Sturgis or California 2. One of those trips, we were coming back. And we had gone into West Virginia. We were going to spend the night in West Virginia, and then the next day we were going from West Virginia home. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I know what happened. I had avoid tolls cut on the GPS and didn't realize it. And I'm riding along, and I'm hearing my GPS say, all right, take the next exit. Because it was getting us off the interstate in West Virginia and putting us on these podunk roads. They were great for riding, because, I mean, they're 2 lanes, barely big enough for 2 cars going each way, around cliffs and shit, just fun riding. I come around a blind turn. I'm cruising. I got a car behind me. I'm cruising. It's a cliff wall here, and on this side, the asphalt's about that far from the gravel, and the gravel's about 1.5 feet wide, and then it's a straight drop-off. And I'm coming around this corner. I can't see around the corner. And when I make the turn, I'm looking at the grill of a Peterbilt coming at me because he was so big. He was in the other lane. I fell off the interstate, or off the asphalt onto the gravel, kept it from going off the hill, stopped it after I made sure I didn't shit myself. The car behind me stopped. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "That guy shouldn't have been on this road." And I'm like, "Yeah, no kidding." Got back on the road and took off. So those were the 2 closest calls.
Have you ever had any encounters with birds, specifically vultures?
Nope. So who asked that? Oh, that's the wife. Anne Marie, I was getting to that. Damn it. So that was the close calls. Probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. We were on our way to Key West. We decided we were going to ride down to Key West because we wanted to go to the farthest point south. Ride down to Key West and spend St. Patrick's Day there, which, why not? And we get down, we wake up day 2 because we're in Ocala, Florida, I think. We were going to ride down the middle of the state. We were trying to stay off interstates. Ride down the middle of the state, cut east south of Miami, and then pick up 1 and take it out to Key West. We wake up, it's early, it's dark. We're cruising down the road. I'm leading. So it's me in front, then Juan is like right here. So I'm in front, Juan's here. Desi, that's David's wife, is right behind me, and then David's bringing up the rear. And we're on a little 2-lane road. I think the speed limit on it was like 65, so I had the cruise control set at 80. And we're running through. There's nobody there. I mean, it's straight, boring riding. And I look, and about 1/4 mile up the road, I can see a deer carcass straddling both lanes. And there's about a dozen buzzards on that freaking carcass. And I'm looking, and I'm like, they'll take off. And I kept going. I got about a football field length, maybe a little more from the carcass, and half of them took off. I got about here to the front end of your truck, and the last 6 took off. And I'm moving 80. I never undid the speed. I grabbed both sides of the handlebar and ducked my head because I had a little helmet, a little half on. So I ducked my head so that I could take the shot to the crown instead of the face. As one of them, I saw him take off, clipped my handlebar where my phone mount was, and hit me right in the chest and landed in my lap.
Oh, shit.
I flipped him down on the ground. I never undid the cruise control. I never slowed down. Flipped him down on the ground. Juan, who sees it, his point of view, he can see what happened. He kind of speeds up, gets up beside me, asks for a thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm okay. I didn't lay the bike down. I was fine. And I pulled over. When we got to a gas station, we needed to switch out glasses to sunglasses, and I needed chocolate milk. So let me explain. I like chocolate milk. It's my comfort drink. And I'm like, I need a chocolate milk and maybe a hot dog. It's 7:00 in the morning. Why not?
What a combination.
And we pull in at his gas station, and all 4 of us are parking. And Desi pulls in behind me, and she's like, "What happened?" And Juan's like, "That buzzard hit him." And she's like, "What?" Because from her point of view, it was a full-grown fucking buzzard. Yeah. From her point of view, it looked like I ran over it because she saw it pop up from underneath my saddlebag and rear wheel. Yeah. David's like, "I didn't know what happened. I just saw a buzzard bouncing down the road." And of course, my brain, where it went like 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds after it hit me, my first thought was, right after I realized, all right, I'm alive. I didn't lay the bike down. Everybody's good. My very first thought was, why the fuck wasn't my camera rolling? Because my camera would have been right here. I even had I was picking out thumbnails in my brain right as it happened. I'm like, I caught that buzzard like this, right before it hit me, and didn't have the camera running. So, but that's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Hey, have you ever dropped your bike in Toronto?
So drop or lay down?
Lay down.
No.
Never.
Drop.
I dropped one.
Hell yeah. Shit.
I have dropped it. I've dropped it in.
I had to dump mine one time, prevent from running in the back of my boy.
Yeah. I hit a pothole once making a U-turn that was deeper than I expected it to be, and it just stopped the bike, and the bike just fell over. But I haven't dropped that one, knock on wood. The Road King, I dropped it 3 times, and all 3 times it was doing the one thing you never do, slamming on the brakes with the wheel turned. If you do that, the bike's going to drop, period. There's no way for it not to.
Injuries?
None on a motorcycle. No, I've been fortunate. Now I trained martial arts. I've broken my nose a couple times, torn a retina, done that kind of stupid shit.
That's awesome. That's just from stretching.
Huh?
You ever fell getting out of your work truck?
I have not. I've not fallen getting out of my work truck.
That's just from stretching, huh?
You get laid on your bike?
Yeah. Huh?
You get laid on your bike?
No. Anne Marie, if you're listening, just got an idea.
From Basement Jack.
So she'll be driving the bike, I guess, right?
No.
No.
She'll be riding reverse.
I tried to get her to take a course, to go try it out, to go learn how to ride a bike. She's like, nope, don't want to do it.
Kel, shall I digress? You got to read the comment from Ruben because it's all too funny. I'm dying over here.
Oh, wait.
They'll call us horse country. Nice roads wrong.
Oh, don't ask Will to get a yeah. Don't
That's
ask.
why I did one of these.
What's the deal with that?
So we had our meet and greet this year on a Saturday, and the day before we had a golf tournament. And Will was driving Doug around in the golf cart over at Charlotte National. I know, right? We get to the turn, and everybody jumped out, went in the clubhouse, got something to eat. This joker ordered a hot dog. An hour later, he comes.
Gotta stay.
Bathroom break.
Yeah, bathroom break.
Bathroom break.
I'm at the 10th hole, throwing my hands up in my air, and Doug, I said, "Yo, where the fuck is Will at?" I don't know. He's in there trying to get a hot dog. I'm like, damn, a hot dog.
He was trying to find some toilet paper.
That's exactly what it was.
You know what it is.
He had a conference call.
So why hasn't Kale not a meet and greet?
Say what?
No, all these trips. And Will, everybody be looking for a bike.
So my furthest trip, actually, let me side note that. The fellas, Mike, I think you met Mike, Eric Two Guns, West. They just got back from Key West. But my furthest trip I've been to Myrtle Beach twice. And that's probably about a 3, maybe 4, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
Our ride.
It's a couple hundred miles.
That was my first long distance ride and probably my most challenging because it rained coming back. It was coming down sideways. And I had a half a helmet, and that rain just feel like just throwing freaking gravel in your face. Yeah, in your face. And my eyes was this damn big. I was the first person to suggest to bail out. I said, "Yo, man, why don't we just leave Monday?" And I think Eric said, "Well, I gotta be at work." I said, "I'll be damned." I was me mugging the whole way back.
Dirty biker.
That's the first time I ever ridden in the rain like that.
Dirty Biker said a buddy leading a group hit a seagull that landed on the road, and the bird laid crucified on his front frame and lower fairing for 20 miles until they stopped. So he hit the bird, and the bird stuck on the front of the bike
like an ornament.
I love it. I love that.
Like a hood ornament.
Yeah.
Call that a hood rat.
Now, This probably happened to you too. Shit, I hit a fucking bug like about 80 and 90 miles an hour. A bug. Bro, that shit fucking
It hurts. It hurts. I'll tell you though. So two things.
Yeah. Patow! Feel like you got a BB gun shot.
So two things. The only time I've ridden to Myrtle Beach, we rode there for lunch and turned around and rode back.
God bless.
So we went there, and one of the people that rode with us, me and David went. One of the people that went with us was Kim. You see her on some of the episodes on the channel. She just started riding. She's got maybe 4,000 miles under her belt.
Wow.
She just started riding the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And we took her. She rode from here to Myrtle and back for lunch on a Rebel 500. Never bitched, never complained, never. I mean, she was a champ about it.
Yeah.
But speaking of what hurts, so bugs hurt, right? Gravel hurts when it gets kicked up on you. I'll tell you though, there ain't nothing that hurts the way, the hay you use to cover your lawn when you put seed down?
Wheat straw.
Yeah. You go out west. We were out, I don't know where the hell we were, Arizona, New Mexico, someplace, the first California trip. They've got bales of this shit on tractor trailer beds. And they're hauling down the road. That shit hits you? I'll take the bugs. Put anything else on me except that. Just pieces of it.
It's like
razor blades. It's like razor blades.
Cuts you. It cuts your face. It stings. It's like someone's beating you with a whip while you're riding down.
Razor blades.
What's your least favorite ride that you've done?
My least favorite?
To your mom's house?
No, I mean, they're really so.
That's my least favorite every week.
There really isn't. There isn't one now. On all the there is a tradition. Well, I wouldn't say tradition. Every long trip we've taken, so every multi-day trip we've ever taken, there's at least one day that we all shouldn't have lived through. It was bad enough that we probably shouldn't have been riding. We should have just pulled over and tapped out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's one day in every trip that falls into that category. Some of them worse than others. But there's no real bad ride. I hate sitting in traffic. I hate North Carolina because we can't split lanes, not legally.
California, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Every time
split.
we go to California, we end up doing a little lane splitting. I wouldn't do it here.
They can't drive here.
They don't pay. They're not paying attention. They're not ready for it. So you go blowing past them. They're like, they get scared, and normally they'll,
In California, drivers and cars.
It will.
Move to the
Will.
side.
I think we lost Doug.
True.
He turned his camera off.
Oh, okay.
they do.
Yeah, it's true.
But I've never really had a bad ride other than traffic. Well, I say that. Probably out of all the long distance trips, the worst one was the 1,000 in less than 24 hours when we did an Iron Butt.
Iron Butt.
And the only thing that made that bad was because we made a loop. So we actually left Matthews. We were over on Amanda Drive. We left from there.
She's pretty good.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
We rode from there to Nashville, then turned south, went from Nashville to Birmingham, left Birmingham, and came back through Atlanta. And when we were coming back through Atlanta, we ended up hitting there at like right around rush hour.
Oh.
And it was a miserable like hour and a half. That was probably my least favorite ride.
It means let alone on the bike.
Yeah.
Worst traffic you've ever seen? Atlanta, Miami, get to your mom's house. New York.
So never rode in Miami. Atlanta was bad. I'm trying to think.
What about DMV? How was that? It's all right.
DMV sucks. I'm still trying to get a title transfer done. It sucks. But Atlanta's probably the worst that we've had to ride through. We avoided New York like the plague. Because, I mean, we went through upstate New York, but we didn't go through New York City. You know?
He's fucking with Bobby.
Move there and screw up the traffic because they don't know how to drive.
That they try to impose on the
take a ride and someone on a bike you don't know comes up and wants to race you? Ever have
That happens from time to time.
They want to test you.
you give in, you race, or you?
Yeah, of course. You know, you got to do it. Usually, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. First time it happened to me, because my first Harley was a Sportster, an Iron 883, and I was on up near me. There's 73 that runs kind of from Huntersville out towards Denver and Lincoln, all that area. And I stopped at a stoplight. Stopped at a stoplight one morning. There was a dude pulled up beside me on a sport bike, and just looked at me, revved it a couple times, like, all right, we'll go. And I got him to the next light. He eventually ran me down. I didn't have the horsepower to keep pulling him.
Mm-hmm.
The Road King, I get called out every once in a while. Oddly enough, I race more with my buddies than I do with random strangers.
So just
like David and I will pull up next to a light, and because he just got an Indian and his is built, and we'll pull up next to a light and we'll be like, "Hey, let's run it." All right, or Juan and me will go at it.
So
that kind of thing.
Quick correction for you: when Teddy asked you about DMV, they meant Delaware, Maryland.
Oh. So I've ridden through the western side of Maryland. I haven't been to Delmarva. Okay. I haven't been over there yet. We need to, because there's only. Well, now there are 5 states in the lower 48 that I've not ridden my motorcycle in. Washington, Oregon, Rhode Island, Delaware, and New Hampshire. I got to go to those. No, not New Hampshire, Vermont. Those are the 5 states I haven't ridden in. So I got to go to Delaware, and we're talking about maybe doing that on a weekend, going up, crossing the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, running up Eastern Shore. Hit Delaware, have a meal, and then come back. Yeah.
So when you went to Canada, you probably went to Connecticut, Massachusetts.
So when we went to Canada, we actually went straight north and crossed around just north of Syracuse. And then we went up to Montreal and turned right and went straight across Canada all the way to Nova Scotia. When we came home, we ran down through Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, all that coming home. That's how we came back.
So Massachusetts, Connecticut, because you bypassed Rhode Island.
Yeah. We were too far west.
So it was west.
Yeah. We were too far. We tried to avoid the 95 corridor, right? I was stationed in Connecticut along the 95 corridor. It's horrible to drive up there. So it's like, but Rhode Island's kind of tucked away. You got to be going there intentionally.
Even if you went through Rhode Island, you would blink and you'd be through it.
It's tiny.
New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah.
So
New Hampshire was nice. Dirty Biker did Michigan to Maine. I've been to Bar Harbor, to Boston, down to Virginia Beach, to Nashville, then back to Michigan. Also did all I could to avoid New York and Washington, D.C. Yes, absolutely. Washington, D.C. I avoid like the plague, and I avoid New York for the same reason.
Why you avoid New York, man?
Because the traffic's too bad, man.
And it's not Bar Harbor, it's Bahaba.
Bahaba.
Yeah, I'm a Southerner. I don't say it right.
What is that? Holly rode through
all state you've missed. Well, that's good. Maybe you can send me some recommendations on what to see in the states that I haven't been in.
Hey, Dirty Biker, make sure you follow him on JST_Moto.
Well, what else y'all got?
That was about it, man. We just wanted to have an opportunity to. Well, one of the things we do here and we enjoy, because the biker community, like the cigar community, it's like the spirits community. There's a lot of commonality in those communities, and the fellowship and things of that nature, we really enjoy. That's why I wanted you to come down here and sit down and talk with the guys. Ruben said he rode through Arizona, Texas. It took
about 2 weeks. Come on, Ruben.
It took about 2 weeks.
Top 5, dead or alive.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah, that's coming.
All right.
So we
gave him a week to come up with it.
Gave him a homework assignment. So we gave Jim a little heads up. One of the questions that we asked everybody that come on the show here, over at the world's famous Cigarage. I'm sorry, the world famous Cigarage. What is their top 5 dead or alive smokes?
Yep. So I've given this one a lot of thought because I'm probably the only one in the room that doesn't regularly smoke cigars.
Okay.
But I do enjoy them.
Hey,
It's one of those
we'll do
things
that
where
during biking.
David had the biggest humidor I've ever seen in somebody's house. I mean, this thing was bigger than a gun safe, like the standing ones, right? And he had to get rid of everything because he found out cigars have gluten in them, and he's got a gluten allergy. And so he's like, all right, well, I got to get rid of these. So now he smokes a pipe.
I wish I.
But
would
anytime I went to his house, he'd be like, pick one, and we, go outside and smoke a cigar. And so I smoke them if they're available, and I'll go get one. But it's not like I don't have regulars. So when I get
Sounds like Kel.
this top 5 dead or alive,
Sounds like Kel. If it's free, it's for me.
that's
my motto.
That's what I ended up thinking about was the times that I smoke cigars. So for me, and I'm gonna use the same brands,
Okay.
but I'm gonna count it twice because there's a Cuban version you can get,
Gotcha.
and then there's non-Cuban,
Gotcha.
right? So I'll start with Cohiba. And that one, the only reason it makes the list, when I was in the Navy on the sub, I'd buy a couple of Cohibas. I'd smoke one on the bridge before we dove the boat at the beginning of deployment. And as soon as we surfaced that bitch at the end of deployment, I'd go up there and smoke one on the bridge, So it was sentimental, right? And I liked the Cuban version of that as well. That's why I said.
Gotcha.
And if I was overseas, I'd buy 2 of the Cubans and bring them back to smoke one before we dove and then smoke one when we surfaced, right? Macanudo.
Okay.
And I went with that brand, any of the ones they make, that Macanudo makes. Went with that brand because that's the one I picked when the kids were born to have a smoke. When see what I'm getting at? There's the theme, the memorable occasions. When I graduated college, I smoked a Macanudo. It was that kind of stuff. Then more frequently, the Arturo Fuentes.
Okay.
I like that. Everything they make. Haven't tried the Opus X yet. I almost bought one for tonight, but I wasn't going to spend that kind of money for the garage. Not that it
Not
ain't
yet.
worth it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Go ahead.
Not yet. And then the Oliva, because my daughter's middle name is Olivia, and I saw the wrapper.
Oh.
So for me though, when I go in a humidor, like if I go into City Cigar or one of those places, and I'm looking in the humidor, I kind of pick cigars the way I pick wine. I look at the bands.
Okay.
The band that looks cool to me, it's like, all right, I'm going to get kind of like I look at the label on a bottle of wine and go, I'm going to drink that one. So that's kind of how I do cigars. I like to experiment with them.
Gotcha.
If I'm going to smoke one,
Yeah.
So it's not like I got a regular one that it's my go-to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope I answered that question in a way that I get to stay alive.
Yeah.
You did well.
Hey, he didn't say Gurkha.
Hey, and that was the thing. If you'd have said Thursday,
Or Swisher Sweet. I didn't say that either.
yeah, you're right.
Hey, Rod will fight you on that one.
Hey, Rod.
Yeah, stop talking about them gherkins. Stop talking about them gherkins.
Oh, Rod is the girl.
Yes.
Sorry, Rod.
Hey, I got one of my small humidors damn near full of them, but I haven't smoked a bad one. I love them.
No,
I know who to give mine to.
I have not.
I
Well,
started
thank you.
with Gurkha, though.
That's a hell of a smoke now.
Is it?
To be honest,
buddy.
before they got
That's
bought
a hell of a smoke.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here in the Cigarage. We fellowship. We welcome people with open arms. My man Kevin said, "Hey, have you had a legal?" He said, "What's a legal?" He said, "Hey, now you know what it is."
Got one now.
Now you're gonna learn.
Now you know.
Now I'm gonna learn.
Now you know.
Have you lit up your Tatawahi?
No, not yet.
Oh, bro.
I'm going to like
He's got it right there.
I'm going.
Oh, bro.
Hold on. Let me put some.
But yeah, so Ruben, you said about Arizona and Texas. My five favorite states to ride in. That's a better question.
Earth.
Oh,
5 favorite
okay.
states to ride in.
How about your 5 favorite states? Let's do it.
Arizona, No, fucking California does not make the list.
What?
Don't make the list.
Tim Brown. Tim Brown. Tim Brown.
Tim, who's the best wide receiver in football?
That's the next question.
He's retired. It was Steve Smith.
Say Tim Brown. Yeah, piss him off.
I know that, but I'm talking about just in general, my favorite 5 states to ride in. And they're in no particular order. New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and Nevada.
Not South Dakota.
My 5 favorite states to ride through.
God's country.
It is. Well, the reason those are, I think those fall into like my 5 favorites is the geography there is so fucking foreign to what I grew up with. I've always been east of the Mississippi. So when I go out there, I feel like I'm riding on Mars. And New Mexico is incredible because that place, within the same like 4-hour period, you can go from flat desert to desert canyons and shit to mountains that look like they're the Rockies with green trees, and you've changed 50 degrees in temperature. You know, it's insane. So those are my 5 favorite states to ride in.
Dirty Biker said God's country is
It
Michigan.
is. Now,
OH.
Michigan. I've ridden.
Iowa.
Michigan is gorgeous, but it doesn't make the top 5. And Ruben, you ever get back out there, Arizona, between Flagstaff and Prescott is 89A. Take that ride. It's
104 degrees.
I don't care how hot it is. It is the tail of the dragon over 81 miles. Is what it is.
Really?
Instead of 13 miles, it's 81 miles long, and it's insane. It's incredible. It's an incredible ride. Yeah, I don't mind the heat. The hottest I've ridden is 110.
That's okay with you? That was probably right.
No.
It's not bad while you're moving. It's when you stop.
No, it's so.
Yeah.
Well, the first time we went out to California, first time David and I did. I did see oceanfront property, Ben. I didn't buy any though. When we got to the first trip to California, we left here on a Friday.
Will.
David and I did. By Monday, we were having lunch in Roswell, New Mexico. So we were hauling ass. And when we left Roswell, David's bike was acting funny. So we turned around and went back to Roswell to get it checked out the next day. Left there after they told us something was wrong with it. We left there and we had to ride like 200 miles to get to Las Cruces, New Mexico, for the night. Bike blew up 20 miles from Las Cruces. Nope, swear to God, he blew a bike up on that trip. Had to buy a new motorcycle. Bought one on the trip.
So, question for you.
What?
So, who are some of the people that you follow on YouTube? Do you follow the guys 2 Lane Life?
So I follow 2 Lane. I follow Thrash and Supply.
Yeah, that's the son.
Cruci Originals. Now, if you haven't watched his stuff, you need to go watch it.
Okay.
He's a bike builder, but he's funny as shit. He is that dude. You watch him in YouTube, you're like, I could hang with that guy in the garage. You know? He did an episode one time. If you don't watch anything else from him, go there, search his channel, and find the one where he taste tested Australian snacks. Because they ate like Vegemite.
Yeah.
It's the funniest fucking thing I've seen on YouTube. Wow. I was crying when I watched that the first time. So I watched Cruci. I used to watch a lot of Blockhead. I watched Blockhead in the very beginning. Yeah. I was like, if I was somewhere between subscriber 2,500 and 5,000 on his channel.
I like him better than Shade Tree.
Yeah, not a fan of Shade Tree.
I'm not a fan of Shade Tree.
And honestly, I've gotten to the point now where I'm starting to weed people out. Mm-hmm. I have a big problem with clickbait. If I see your thumbnail and I see your title, you better deliver on the emotion that you're giving with that. Because you'll see shit from people that are like, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, should I buy a new bike?
And then it's that's it, I'm done. And you watch the whole fucking video to find out, okay, the guy's not going to drink caffeine anymore.
Yeah.
That's not exactly.
Yeah.
And I hate that shit.
How did you start riding? Ask me how you started riding. Yeah. Because back I'm 6 years old, right? my mom and dad understood the gas prices back in 1975, right?
Yeah.
So my dad said, hey, my dad's an officer, mom's an educator. See what? We're not paying like for 80 cents a gallon back in the day, right? So they bought a Triumph, a 65 Triumph, my dad did. My mom got a bike from Sears back in the day, made in Yugoslavia. Gears on the opposite side. So they were riding to work every day on their motorcycles to avoid paying off the gas.
Yeah.
And so I actually learned to ride a bike. Still my mom's bike, but they were gone. I knew how to ride a bike on the gears on the opposite side of the bike, right?
Yep.
Yugoslavia on the bike. And then drive there. So how did you guys start having the first time you rode a bike? How did it happen?
So first time I ever rode a bike, I was like 11 or 12, and I had a neighbor where I grew up. A guy named Jeff. We were really good friends. He had a dirt bike, and he had a long piece of property, and his property had a driveway that ran from the street all the way to the water because he was on like a little creek.
I know where you're going.
And he's like, and I started. That's where I learned how to ride when I started riding. Spent a small amount of time on sport bikes in my teenage years, and you know, yeah. I mean, but it was. I really prefer this style of riding. I do, and so when I went back to it, because it had been 20 plus years since I had been on two wheels, I started as if I was brand new. I went and took an MSF course. I did everything I needed to do, and then started riding. And at that point, it was for me that the real linchpin was after I got rid of the Sportster and got the Road King and took my first like long distance trip. Like, because we went to Bluffton that year. The very next year, 2020, right in the middle of COVID, was when I decided the farthest we had been in a weekend was like 500 miles. In January of 2020, I put something out on Facebook saying, I'm turning 50 this year. I want to ride my bike to California and back. Who wants to give me a place to stay and feed me along the way? And that message hadn't been on Facebook more than 5 minutes before my phone goes off. And it's David texting me saying, I'm retiring this year. I'm taking that trip with you. You ain't doing it by yourself. And I'm like, cool, But that's the first time either one of us had done anything like that. And what we did was shot for the moon the very first trip. It wasn't like we did let's go do a couple thousand miles and see how we like this. It's, no, we're going to go ride for 12 and a half days straight and see if we can make it.
So you got
when you stopped, what was the nicest people of the states you were in?
Never met everybody we met was cool. And anytime we stopped at a gas station, people walking up, they see gear all over the bikes. Bikes have bags packed on them. And they're like, where are y'all coming from? They see the North Carolina plates. Where are you going? Well, we're going to California. We went to a restaurant, second California trip. We pulled in after we had ridden 89A. We stopped at a restaurant for lunch. And when we went in there, we don't eat chain restaurants when we take these trips. It's all mom and pop places.
That's good.
And so David sees this spot in a Safeway shopping center. We just pull over and go in there. And we're walking in. This is day 4 or 5 of the trip. I'm wearing the same pants I've been wearing since I left. You don't really smell that bad because you're getting wind blown the whole time. But you're not the freshest, right?
Speaking from
And
experience.
we walk in this place and it's like walking into Morton's. There's long black aprons on the waiters and shit, and we're like, oh. And they sat us, and we sit down, we start to eat. The owner of the restaurant, her husband was the chef, she owned it. She came by the table, asked us, about our meal, and asked us what we were doing, and we happened to tell her we were raising money for Susan G. And she's like, well, how do I donate? I was like, give me your cell phone number. Give me your cell phone number and I'll text you the link and you can donate there. And she donated $500 on the spot from the restaurant. And then she said, no, this is the owner. And then she said, and here's $500 from me. We got $1,000 donation at that restaurant.
Wow.
and found out it was because her sister had passed away from it.
Oh.
And she's like, so we've never met. I've never met an asshole. I mean, we've always met cool people. No. And then, so let's see.
Yeah, Dirty
Ruben
Biker.
said, oh,
Dirty
yeah, Dirty Biker. Not the top 5. I'm sorry, but I get it. And I loved Michigan, but it's still similar to what I have local to me. So my top 5 is more about places that are different than what I can ride in around here. I want to get to Alaska, though. I haven't been there yet. And then Ruben says, yes, Ruben, that is exactly where we bought it. Barnett, Harley Davidson in Las Cruces is where he bought that Street Glide. And I've heard that dealership is now closed, that they're not open anymore. I could be wrong. No, this one, it closed before all that. It's been closed a couple years, I think. The only Barnett that's still open is in Texas. That's the only one I'm aware of.
30 Bike agree with both of us about Blockhead is better than Shade Tree.
Mm-hmm. He is. But I used to watch Psycho Fanatics. I don't watch him as much.
I don't watch him at all either.
Because it became an infomercial, And
Yo, what's Whitehead smoking and drinking?
Hey, Whitehead, what you smoking and drinking?
Oh, White Hat's here.
Hey.
White Hat.
Crown Royal and the Kelvin Mapp Special Bella Artis.
The Bella Artis. All right.
Nice.
Nice. Glad you joined.
You got the Crown Royal Peach.
Yeah.
You got the Crown Royal.
No, it's the chocolate.
God
Why is it gotta
knows
be
me
chocolate? Why is it gotta be chocolate?
well. That's the way I roll.
So
Now, Whitehead's
so
the
here's
dude that had that white.
yeah, no,
streak
I
on.
know who he is.
Uh-huh.
So here's the question for you, Dirty Biker. I know why I like taking those long distance trips. What is it about them that you like? Because I know what it is about it for me, but I'm curious as to what it is for you.
Now,
No, it ain't.
I can't answer that question because I got a quasi nickname, 5 Mile Kel. It's hard to ride my bike 5 miles.
Start riding with me, brother.
I had to beat Whitehead to the punch because I know he's probably going to mention that shit.
I can't say nothing.
Yeah, I go to heaven and go home.
I know for me, there's a
Will, he prefers the honey to be spread. He prefers the honey to be spread on.
yeah. I know for me, it is therapeutic to ride, but I don't get the therapy until I'm beyond my safety net. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a certain point, I think, in every rider's brain, there's a certain point where after you've gone further than that, there is an instant recognition that if something were to go wrong, you are far away from anyone that can help you. You can't call your buddy and say, "Hey, man, come out here and pick my shit up and drag it back to the house." You're operating without a safety net.
Yeah, no man's
You know?
You got little nerves, you're really stressed out in the beginning.
Yeah, but that's
Groove in that rhythm.
for me, the therapy starts about the time I'm crossing the Mississippi. I got to get that far from home. Once I'm over 1,000 miles from home, it's like, okay, I'm operating without a safety net now, and all of a sudden you get to turn everything off and just ride.
That's right.
Don't think about nothing else. All your worries kind of melt away. The further you get out west, the less traffic you deal with. It's
What's
cool.
the longest amount of time you've ridden in one day?
That 1,000 miles. We did it in 19. We left Matthews at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and got back at 11 o'clock that night.
Scared the shit out of me.
1,024
That's
hours.
the
19.
Iron Bud.
I stayed overnight.
But no, we did that to earn a patch with the Iron Butt Association, saying we had done 1,024 hours.
On a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like riding a Cadillac, though. I mean, it's.
Well, I was on the road kick for that one. I did have a windshield, but I was on the road kick.
No, you're gonna take breaks and stuff.
No, I mean, I tell people all the time the way we do it, right? I can ride indefinitely if I stick to my pace. And my pace isn't how fast I'm riding. It's how long I'm on the bike for a given period of time. And we're good on that bike. I can ride for 2.5 hours straight. About the time I need to fill up with gas is when stuff's starting to hurt. You get off the bike, 30 minutes, get back on, and it's like I just got on that morning. I go do another 2.5 hours. Now, if I stay on the bike and hit 3 hours or 3.5, when I get off, it's going to hurt the second I get back on. I have to spend the night. My gas tank is 6.5 gallons. I can get about 254 miles out of gas tank. So I'm going to get off the bike first before I'm running out of gas. Yeah.
So we've hit the 9 o'clock hour. Like final words there with the Cigarage. Well, hold on. Did he do his top 5?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah. Hold on. Read this comment first from Dirty Mike.
I take them alone. It's me and me alone. When I put them alone, it's purging the dumb shit in my life. Exactly. That's exactly right. I couldn't agree more with that statement. Dead on.
Dirty Mike said, love his story.
Yeah, it resonates.
Yeah.
I get that.
Can Ben, can you put his...
I tried, it won't let me.
It won't? In the comments?
I tried it. YouTube won't let me. I already tried it.
Huh? All right, so...
Well, here, hold on. I can do it.
Why don't you share it? Just share it on, what's your Instagram handle?
Well, I'm gonna comment on this live.
I tried to, it wouldn't let me.
Really?
Yeah, with the link.
It wouldn't.
Nope.
Hold on, Dirty Biker. Is it is J space ST? All right, so
here, hold on. No. Here we go. So let's go here. It's
right there.
No, there's no underscore.
Oh.
Damn it.
Yeah, Dirty.
Damn it. One job. One fucking job.
And I fucked it up.
I gotta make up for the last 3 weeks I wasn't here.
You do.
Good one, Teddy.
Sound it out.
Yeah.
We know words are hard.
Sound it out.
Good one, Teddy.
Hang on, let's go here. You had it right, but there's no space.
Okay, so it's JST
underscore moto.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, we got your QR code up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the right one with the logo.
Yeah, you'll see my. There's 2 of them. One of them, if you go to one that speaks Spanish, it ain't me. It's somebody else.
Oh. No, I got it. I'll switch it.
No, my biggest advice for people is get the hell out there and ride. You bought these things to ride them. Don't let them sit in your garage.
That's it.
You
That's
know.
it. Well, guys, look. I want to personally, Will and I want to personally thank Jim for coming out here, sharing some of his stories from the road and what have you. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come out to the Cigarage and fellowship with us.
It's been fun. You guys are great. I love your content. I go there. I've been watching it. I'm like, damn, you weren't kidding, man. Episode 3 was funny. I'm like, as soon as I got done with the after party, I went and found it. I'm watching this bitch before I go to bed.
Yeah,
that's some funny shit.
I'm doing some of my best shit, and he's like, I don't think we got audio. I was like, really? Really?
He's mid-sip. The funniest fucking part was he's mid-sip.
Well, guys, look, give a round of applause for Jim, man.
Let's do this.
Appreciate it.
Jim, once again, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Listen, how awesome is this dude, right?
Yes. Go out and follow him on YouTube and Instagram. And hey, hold up. Y'all go out and follow us too. I ain't got but 4 daggone subscribers.
You got 400.
I know.
I was number 400.
He left out a few zeros.
I left out a few zeros. But again, appreciate, man,
Absolutely.
coming out.
Loved it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Loved it.
All right, we're going to have Will back in. I know we took a lot of time, sir. Hopefully,
No, it's all good, bro. Yeah, hold up. This episode, I got to relax. I got to enjoy this tatuaje 2023
Yes.
from State Line Cigars.
Shout out.
Sean, shout out to him because he will be here next
Sweet.
week. And we're going to talk about all of that. And it's going to be freaking amazing. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about this. What? Can he permanently sit in for Will? Fuck you, AA Ron.
Man.
Fuck you, AA Ron. You done fucked up, AA Ron.
We know where you live.
Change the code on the Cigarage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Time
this mofo, right? Oh, hold up. That's not the
Time
one I
to
want to talk about. I want to throw this.
time to change the garage code.
Yeah, right.
There we go. All right.
All right, guys. Look, before we sign off here, I want everybody who's hearing our voice, who's online with us, again, telephone, tell a friend that I want to give thoughts and prayers out to Jason. I know his mom's is in the hospital. Thoughts and prayers out to her for a speedy recovery.
Thoughts and prayers to 5 Packs Tony,
5 Packs Tony,
who joined us tonight from
from
the
the
hospital.
bed.
Damn.
Which was wild.
Yo, props to that. Like, we understand we had Albert join us on his trip to London on a plane. But you know what? I think, Tony, you stole that trophy from him from tuning in from your hospital bed, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We love you. We hope you get better soon, bro.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we get ready to shut it down. Once again, please hang around for the after show or
But,
the after party.
but before we do, I got a question for Kel over here. What are you thinking about this 2023 Tatuaje limited edition? Some aged cigar, bro. Did you see the wrapper, bro?
Yeah.
The wrapper is brown. Like, yeah, this video ain't doing shit. The wrapper is brown. Yeah, hold on. What we got? Wishing you a speedy recovery at 25 Packs.
And also
Wishing the best for mom. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we love you guys, bro. How do you feel?
Oh, you stay on, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, you don't disappear. We just end the live.
We just end the live feed.
And as long as you on, you're good to go. Yeah. Am I right?
I think so.
I think so.
Did you want to send the link to join?
Hold
on, Dirty Biker.
I mean, I could send you the link if you want to join on video.
Yeah,
but you can stay on the chat.
Dirty Biker, you got a choice. You can stay on. You hear that?
What's that? Oh, you gotta join on Restream.
Send him the link.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold up.
Dirty Bike, we get ready to send you the link.
I got this. It's a QR code. And let me move this over to the right-hand side. There you go. And
he's on his phone. He needs a link of the QR code.
Oh, the link? Where the hell is the link? Hold up.
Dirty Bike should send the link.
Where the hell is the link? Oh, right here. Oh no. That's the same shit. You know what? If you log off and you hit that QR code, you will join us.
If you log off, you won't see the QR code.
No. Yeah, he scanned it.
Okay.
Someone scanned the QR code. We're good.
All right, let's see if we can boot him in before we go.
Yep, there we go. White hand. Okay, we got white hand back. We'll wait a minute or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get off the stream, but you take a picture of the QR code.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think we should be good. No, or am I? So one of our audience guests, Rahul, made a special drink for me.
What is it?
Who? What do you call this drink? Winter in Oaxaca, bro. There's some mezcal in here, also from Mexico. Thank you, Anne Marie Shotwell.
That's
She loved it.
that's Mrs. J Street Moto. Because somebody scanned it.
Yep. Are we good?
Did he pop up yet?
Dirty biker. I don't know. Let me know if you show. I'm looking.
Uh,
Hmm?
oh, Ruben.
Ruben. Oh, look, we got Ruben.
Ruben. Nice.
Fuck you, Ruben. Let me see. Do we have anybody else join? I don't. Hold up. No.
There's the link to join.
Oh, there's
There's
Link.
the link.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. What a sweetheart, man.
I don't think I can scan the QR code while I'm watching it.
Hold up, hey, Ron.
Yeah, we give everybody a minute or two. I know we at 9:17, but does it really matter? No.
Well,
How do you feel about that cigar, bro?
it's good. It's good.
Isn't it delicious?
There you go, the Bella Arches. Old staple.
The old staple.
All right, Dirty Bike, we waiting on you, baby. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what is that? Hold up.
That's
Hold up.
Doug.
Oh, the new Nika. Jack is having one of those.
Live in the Cigarage.
Who that? I mean, this is just a black screen.
Why it's gotta be black?
Why's it got to be black? Ruben! What's up, brother? What are you smoking?
Who, me?
Oh, me? Yeah, you.
I had a fat bottom Betty that I'm working on, and I've
Still
killed a
got an
bottle
hour on.
of
You still got an hour
Ezra
on that thing.
Brooks.
Oh, hold up. Wait. Let me. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, bro, I haven't had Ezra Brooks in a while, bro. Like, no joke. I haven't had that in a minute. Rod, how you doing, Rod?
Hey, I'm hanging in here, man. I'm just chilling in the cut.
All right, good.
You gonna take the focus off of me, or I mean, what's up, guys?
The producer is gone. They're lost.
Ruben, they had a better producer tonight.
I got some messages. I saw that.
I sent him a
Oh,
Hey,
did you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Ruben, you got a face for radio.
All right, bro.
Pleasure.
That's why I'm behind. That's why I'm behind the producer's computer instead of on the camera.
I'm just messing, man. I'm just, I'm so happy that my internet worked well enough for me to join via my phone.
There you go.
So, I got to really relish these moments.
Hey,
I
Rod,
know you'll
here's
enjoy
the
that
key.
too.
Oh, the champagne of beers.
That's right.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
That's right. Always smooth, never bitter.
exactly.
See, Ruben,
You got to be old school to know that, because on the bottles they don't do it anymore. But years ago, once you drank the beer down and you got below the label, that's what it said on the back side of the label that was against the bottle. Always smooth,
never bitter.
never bitter.
Yep.
I actually, like I got an account on the Miller Highlight site or whatever, and I made that suggestion that they bring that back. I was hoping that they would do that, and then in honor of that, like, give me a lifetime supply.
So I'll admit that Frugal McDougal's down in South Carolina still carries the ponies. I found out they have the ponies. So I have a whole case of ponies in my fridge too. My wife's like, "Why do you have all these little mini beers? You always drink through them." I'm like, every now and again, you need just a little beer. You don't need a whole beer. You just need the pony.
Shit, I always need at least 12
Oh,
ounces. But them
Dirty
7 ounces,
Biker.
two
Shade. All
swallows, and
right.
they gone.
So, with that being said,
we want
everybody out there to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe. But more importantly, we want you to be easy.
Good night,
Alexa,
God
turn
bless. Y'all
on
hang tight.
the Jack 100.